get over the run sheet, so to speak, if that makes sense. Like, don't sweat the little things.
All right, planners, please don't come and attack us. We're not saying that a wedding does not need a run sheet. We're just saying that on the wedding day, we do not want couples to stress about timing or the run sheet at all.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Make It Epic Wedding Podcast. You are with Matt and Tim. How are you, mate? What's going on?
I am good, brother. I am good. It's great, man. I'm really excited because I'm going on a little holiday in 2 days.
Yeah, you are. Get it.
In the middle of wedding season, decided to take 5 days off.
I know.
It's
I'm
good.
jealous. I'm jealous, but I'm also like, I have a lot of things that I need to do right now, and I don't know how I could do it because I feel like I get stressed when I come back from a holiday, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You get it done, mate.
Yeah. I made sure, obviously, I took the week. I've got about 2 weeks off, which is really good, but I feel like I needed it. I do have quite a pretty packed November and most of December. So, a holiday with the family was something that, we decided would be good. And, it's good to kind of take our kids on a little holiday. It's going to be Willow and Macy's first time on a plane, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah, sick. How good. Take the old GoPro, mate, and get a bit of reactions from them. That'll be cute.
Yeah. I've bought like an old school, like proper analog camcorder, which is pretty
give it a test out.
Interesting.
Yeah, how good.
Got to try and figure out how to. It's so weird, man. These things are like, they're pretty big, but like just the footage is like, you just realize how much cameras have changed in the last 20 years.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? I feel like video cameras have changed heaps more than film cameras, like when it comes to photography even, because like film cameras, yes, they look different, but yeah, they're like, the video cameras are wild. Yeah. Anyway,
speaking about that, but okay. I suppose like, what about the trend in film? Like,
there's a
trend
trend
in like going back to film, because even it's almost like a trend going back to like authentic, candid, like these moments where it's more away from short form, like more long form. Like I'm getting a lot of couples coming back to me like a year after the wedding and I want like a long form video of all of it. So like my documentary films, or my full feature films. And then we're starting to see a lot of photographers using film cameras again at weddings, which I find I love it. Hey, I think that is so sick. Like, it's not obviously the clearest picture. You're not using 48 megapixel cameras. It's quite beautiful.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. I don't know. I haven't really thought about adding it, to be honest, because I feel like I probably need more experience in film. Maybe it's something I need to work on. I have a couple of film cameras. I just never seem to use them. And then, just the whole like post process of getting them developed and then all that sort of stuff is just a different kettle of fish, but maybe I should add it in. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I like what you're doing and how you're adding in all your analog stuff and your old school, camcorder stuff into your films.
And look, it's not for
it's a vibe.
It's not for everyone.
No.
And I make it pretty clear, like even before I start testing this out, like, is this going to suit the couple? And then ask them directly, like, is this something that you would like? But, I'm in a lucky situation that all my couples trust my, and they give me creative freedom. Otherwise, I don't think they'd be my couples.
How good is it when people trust you? I like it. And it's nice. Like, they're the couples that we want. The couples that book us are the couples that hopefully are trusting us to capture their day. But
no red flags.
No Zillas. And so anyway, we're going to smash out an episode for you guys today. We're going to give you 5 reasons why we think things go wrong at a wedding. And these aren't 5 things that are like, I guess like superficial stuff in a sense of like, the food didn't turn up, or this has
got the potential to hit some nerves. And look, we do apologize in advance, but this is going to be probably one of our quickest episodes to date. And we really want to give something that's short, fast, and something that can really get you thinking as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just going to dive straight in. So number one of reasons why things go wrong at weddings is you didn't have enough support on your wedding day. And you didn't delegate, you didn't ask for help from your family, your friends, your vendors, anybody, you thought you could take it all on your own back and you thought you could do it yourself.
Yeah, you consume all the planning, all the stress, and it's accumulated, and your wedding day doesn't feel like the day it was meant to be. And that's a clear sign that you need help. Everyone needs help. It is okay to delegate, whether that's using family, friends, or whether that's investing in a planner or an on-day coordinator. We are all for outsourcing stress when you need it, when you don't need it. Yeah.
And like everyone wants to help you on a wedding day. So use that help. Get your friends, get your family, get your vendors, ask them questions. I love it when people ask me questions.
Love it. Love it. And that leads us into number 2. And you didn't invest in the right vendors. Maybe you've got the cheapest ones. Maybe there was a budget constraint. Maybe, you didn't know what vendor to choose, or you didn't understand how to choose the right wedding vendor. And unfortunately, it has a severe impact on your wedding day experience. Matt, do you know how we rave on about client experience a little? And do you want to know the golden nuggets behind my client delivery system?
Not really, but anyway, I know you're going to tell me, so shoot.
Thanks, mate. Love that. But we're all about leveling up our client experience. And if you're still delivering wedding films to your couples with Google Drive or Dropbox, then you really aren't giving them the best experience, are you? And this is why I use VidFlow. It's a pay-per-use online platform that allows you to deliver on-brand websites with your very own domain for each of your clients while still being incredibly affordable. And VidFlow is accessible on mobile, desktop, and my absolute favorite feature is the fact that it links to your smart TV so your couples can watch their wedding film on their own big screen. And with all that effort that you put into your film, you really want to ensure your couples can have the best experience possible. So use our code MakeItEpic20 for 20% off your VidFlow yearly premium membership.
Absolutely, it does. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you're, I suppose, not spending the money on, potentially it comes to money, right? But if you're not like spending money on the high quality vendor that you really would have liked and you went for the cheaper budget option, you probably wouldn't. That was a good one. I feel stressed because we said it's going to be quick and now I'm trying to talk really fast. Anyway. But if you went for maybe like that cheaper budget option just because of like your overall budget and you skimped on some part of the day and that vendor, I suppose, doesn't have experience and doesn't know how to adapt, as we spoke about last week, that may really affect your wedding day and, things can go wrong. If you don't have a vendor that knows how to improve your wedding day experience.
Or adapt. If you listen to last week's episode.
I literally just said that. You just literally repeated me till I said it about 10 seconds ago. Oh, man. Anyway, we're on fire today.
Look, it's not always, but typically a cheaper option really also means a poorer / cheaper experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're not talking just from a photo video point of view. We're talking about everything and anything. So it could be food service, it could be drinks, it could be, who knows, it could be anything. It could be music, right? Like that's a big one. Like if you don't have a musician that has experience, you may not get the vibes you're wanting for. They might not be able to read the room correctly. So yeah, things can go wrong when you have someone that does not have the experience as necessary.
Or doesn't know how to adapt.
If we haven't said adapt already 3 times in this episode and 400 times in the previous one, there's a sneaky shout out to ourselves from last week. But I think number 3 is pretty important because it's like, you have to actually let some things go on your wedding day. You can't, I guess, control all the things. And in the lead up to your wedding itself as well, like you need to take a big deep breath. You need to let it go. I've used this analogy so many times that like if you have a run sheet and you have been micromanaging that run sheet, it gets to a point where you can't do anything about it anymore. You need to put that run sheet into your bin in your brain and throw it out and just ignore it and get over the run sheet, so to speak, if that makes sense. Like, don't sweat the little things.
All right, planners, please don't come and attack us. We're not saying that a wedding does not need a run sheet. We're just saying that on the wedding day, we do not want couples to stress about timing or the run sheet at all. That is a vendor job. So, yes.
Thanks for that little Asterix and
Yes, just in case we get some planners coming at us and like, don't tell couples they don't need a run sheet. Like we don't
need no hate from you guys. Don't hate us. We love you.
You know who you are.
Should we? Well, I won't drop names. I'll keep my mouth closed. We love you if you know who I'm talking about.
Oh man. All right. Number 4 is not having a wet weather backup plan. And look, like it is okay to, hope for the best, but it is even better to plan for the worst. And weather can do some unpredictable things. And we're in the middle of October at the moment. It should be quite warm. And, just the other week, we got some hectic, like 90-kilometer-hour winds. And it went from like 30 degrees to like 7 degrees in the space of 10 minutes, which is crazy. But not having a wet weather plan really can have a severe impact on your day.
Absolutely. And I think that it might not even be a wet weather plan for your ceremony. It might be a wet weather plan for your reception. It might be, a wet weather plan for your family portraits, or it might just be a wind plan, because it's been quite windy lately, which is unusual for this time of year. So
100%.
Like I've definitely shot some portraits in different locations. Yes, we'd love to utilize a certain spot, but at the end of the day, if we can't because of the weather, we just got to make it work. It could be a heat plan. I know we specifically said wet weather, but it could be even heat. I'm just thinking now about it. Like there's so many situations when it comes to weather that we need to potentially have a different plan for.
If you've chosen a venue that obviously has a backup plan, that obviously has different areas for ceremony locations, then sweet. Like that is amazing. And that's a lot of kind of stress taken off your plate as well. But unfortunately, if it is on potentially a property or a venue that doesn't have another backup area for a ceremony, then you may need to look at other types of options here that include like marquees or something along that lines, which unfortunately can bring the cost up. But again, it is your wedding day. These are decisions that you need to make that are in line with your financial situation.
Absolutely. All right. And number 5, lucky last. I feel like this is probably one of the ones that we would harp on the most in this podcast. If you've listened to this past episodes, and it's like,
a lot of schmack on.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, I guess the overall arching topic of number 5 is like, for me, I think if I brought it down is like, do your wedding that is like unique to you. Be unique. Do it the way that you want to do it. And it's, like, did you follow your gut or you didn't follow your gut when it comes to like certain decisions on the day? Like, does your wedding vision suit you and your partner? Did you say no to some things? Did you not say no to some things? Like, what does it look like for you guys when it comes to your wedding day? So I think that it's really important to say no to some situations on your wedding day. I think it's really important to do things that are special and unique to you. And if you're doing that, you are going to be stoked on your wedding day. And if you're doing things because your family members or your friends are telling you should, is that something that you really want to do?
Yeah, exactly. So essentially, just to say it another way, is don't make decisions for your wedding based off something that you have seen that you think would just look good, but isn't aligned with who you are as a couple, or isn't aligned with like your values or your vision. It's not what you particularly enjoy. You're just doing it because maybe you've seen it somewhere it looks cool, or maybe you're following advice from someone that you love and trust. Unfortunately, we've seen it too many times where you've gone down that path and made these decisions, and when it comes to it, like, it's not really what you wanted in the first place. So we are giving you the confidence to make decisions on your wedding day that suits you and your significant other.
Absolutely. And I would say that the number one thing out of that last point is trust your gut, because typically we have this funny feeling in the back of our heads, stomachs, wherever it may be that you get that feeling. You might be like, I really need to change this, or this is uncomfortable for me, or I don't know if I'm making the right decision. Trust yourself, back yourself, make sure that you're doing things that you want to do. And if you feel uneasy about it, it's probably something you need to listen to yourself about. Hopefully, nice quick episode today, Tim. I feel like we just absolutely smashed that. If you liked this nice quick episode, please reach out to us, send us a DM. It's makeitepic.podcast on Instagram. We'd love to hear from you guys, because if these quick episodes, smashing your golden nuggets out straight away is something you want to hear more of, please let us know. We would love to hear from you.
Absolutely. And, send us a DM. Give us a question. If you would like us to tackle a topic or a question, send us that DM, send us an email, complete the form on our website, and we'll put that on our list to answer.
We'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, that's a good point, Sam. We haven't spoken about our website for a long time. So make sure you go to check it out. It's www.makeitepic.com.au. We'd love for you guys to check it out. Anyway, until next week, we'll speak to you then. Bye.
Bye. Are you sick of seeing the plain old written guest book that you'll never, ever read again?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually don't think I've seen mine since my wedding night, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen mine either, which is really interesting. But imagine capturing your guest voices with a retro phone that's a bit more epic and receiving all the recordings as an online gallery.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Imagine all the different voices you'll get to hear from everybody. Some of the drunken ones, and then also grandma maybe leaving you a cute and romantic one as well.
Sentimental voice memos from Nan and from family members, and then just imagine the boys giving you an absolute roasting.
So
well,
good.
Check out Off the Hook. Use our code MIA50 and get yourself a sneaky $50 discount.